Mac Jones will not be playing against the Green Bay Packers, a fact that we can now safely say is true. The ankle injury that he sustained against the Ravens is in fact going to keep him out for at least one game. Now, something that I will add is the fact that it took a long time for the Patriots to say whether or not Mac Jones will play on Sunday, and I think that the fact that it took so long does make me have some confidence that he will be able to play against the Lions next week. Maybe inside the organization there was some promise that Mac Jones would be able to play this week, but in the end things fell out, or maybe Jones was never going to end up playing at all. We'll never really know, seeing as this is Belichick hiding news at its finest. Now, looking at this upcoming game against Green Bay, the Patriots were always going to have a tough time against the Packers, with or without Mac Jones playing in this one. And I'm not necessarily scared of the Packers' offense, seeing as their one good game came against the lowly Bears, and their offense has only put up more than 20 points once, the same as the Patriots. Now, I'm not going to get too cocky. Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers, which means no matter what, he's going to go out there and give any team that he's playing hell. But seeing as the Packers receivers right now are not really up to par, dare I say worse, than what New England has right now, I think that the level of hell that Rodgers is going to give should be less in comparison to prior years. Now, with that being said, their defense is really what worries me. Their pass rush is one of the best in the league right now, and while the Patriots' pass blocking has dramatically improved since their Week 1 collapse, it's definitely going to be tough all around. Jair Alexander and the Packers' secondary are also really impressive, which means that the passing game is really just going to be quite ineffective. Now, this does leave room for Damian Harris from Andre Stevenson to get going, the latter being incredibly effective with the chances that he's been given all year. Green Bay's run defense hasn't been amazing, being middle of the pack in rushing yards allowed per game, and near the bottom in terms of average yards per rush attempt allowed per game. But obviously, with the absence of Mac Jones, we turn to the man himself, Brian Hoyer. And I said in the Ravens breakdown video that I just really didn't want to see Brian Hoyer out on the field because of the limitations he brings with his mobility and his arm. Now, maybe with Hoyer starting, we might see a more run-focused game plan, where Hoyer is just there to manage the game. I'd also want to think that if the Patriots want to continue with their pass-first game plan, they'd rather stick with Bailey Zappe, but all of this is me speaking hypothetically. What we know right now is that Brian Hoyer is starting, and that the last time he started, which was back in Week 4 as well, against the Chiefs in the 2020 season, let's just put it as it is, he wasn't very good. And if you remember that game, instead of throwing the ball away with seconds left on the clock before the first half ended, which could have resulted in a field goal, he took a sack, resulting in the rest of the clock running down, and the Patriots didn't have any timeouts, which meant the end of the half. Now, by no means are my opinions on Hoyer influenced by that one moment. He's a phenomenal mentor for Mac Jones, a great veteran presence in the locker room. I mean, he really does it all. I have nothing against the guy just because he had one bad start with the Patriots. Mac Jones has had plenty of bad games, but he's just simply not as physically gifted as Bailey Zappe, who, while raw and unexperienced, simply is just more physically gifted. But seeing as Hoyer is a second-string guy, it's obvious that he's going to start. And don't get me wrong, he definitely deserves it. I mean, at 36 years old, you never know if this could be his last start, and so it'll be nice seeing that he can go out there one more time. I just wish it was Zappe because I think he just has more potential to lead the Patriots to a win. But let me know what you guys think about this game. If you guys think the Patriots have a chance at winning, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys later in the next one.